Yeah, because he watches it on YouTube, so I think he talked it a little bit after the show started. So,
Who Charles did?
Huh? Yeah. No, my friend Ty.
Oh. It's okay, no worries. Just let me know when you... Okay. I'm in search whenever you're ready. Just let me know.
Alright. It's a game.
It should be fun to rumble.
Yeah.
I got one watcher so far.
Huh?
I got one streamer watching. Someone else is.
Is it like playing?
What up, Eric?
What's up, Nick?
Hey, in the 49ers league, you know, the other league you played, that guy wasn't supposed to use Cam Ward, and he used Cam Ward.
It was good though. That's for a different game.
No, he wasn't supposed to use him there either.
49 said
he got in trouble.
The 49ers said he could.
Oh, did
he? Yeah.
The 49ers told me he had to sit him because the Cowboys game.
Yeah. He synced on me, and he was using him. He was supposed to play with the guy.
I played him last week. He told me he didn't tell him to bench him when I played him.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm about to play.
I lost, Eric. I lost by 6 points.
Don't feel bad. I'm in the losing table too.
I searching, Eric.
Okay, me too. I'm searching too. I'm about to play Coco too, Nick. If you want to watch.
So yeah, so Pyro's on top of the division right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you guys play. I know you about to play. Are you about to play in Charlie League now?
No, I'm playing tomorrow. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, well, for the Giants, he's not really playing his games, man.
Where?
He's been giving away the win in the 49ers league.
He doesn't care, I don't think.
But I thought the Niners said he can't give away wins.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That's crazy.
Crazy. You want to? I don't know why. That's crazy though.
Because I guess he gave away like 4 wins already.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, I think
I'll let you go so you can play your game, man.
It's okay. You can hang out here and want to watch. It's okay.
Oh, I have to go to the store real quick. That's why I said I'll get off real quick. Come back later.
Okay, then sounds good. Oh yeah, I'm watching. I'm playing the game.
All right, I'll be on a little bit.
What's up, Coco?
Teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown.
I'd have to BC we can just talk in here during the game.
We're definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's
I'd have to BC we can just talk in here while we play.
out to the 35.
Everybody laugh anyway. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably watching wrestling most likely.
They come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here, cut.
They run here with Rico. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Here we go. Flat. 95. Cut.
To throw, Young.
You almost caught that one.
Contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what
Almost.
Drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Young. And now he'll turn.
No.
With his back foot.
Well, almost. That's cool.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They certainly weren't afraid to let him fly early, and they hope that would keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited.
You almost. I thought you overshot it.
In this game, it did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can and keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away.
My play call is. That's crazy. Boy.
He reaches the 8-yard line.
Thank you.
It's a gain of 34.
Now, it's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
No!
Force it in, and it's intercepted.
I overthrew it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here as they start at their own 7th.
It was not meant for him for his act, so he jumped the route. Good boy.
This
Oh my
Carolina
God.
offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 6-yard line.
Young now. To the right side and intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
You take that one, though. We'll see what happens on my turn.
Trying to shake off the interception
Almost.
from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt from a yard out. And the Golden Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin.
Yeah.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is
Wow, good play that time.
And know how you actually have to reach it. Maybe break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, did we?
Awesome. We found an open man that time.
You're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line. Ready.
Young to throw it.
Oh, good play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Is incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one.
He ran out of bounds.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
He didn't want to get hit.
They run here without it. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run again without it.
No.
Not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. If that one goes for 16 yards, it sets them up 1st and goal.
This might be a touchdown here.
Chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's so crap.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Young.
Oh, come on. A little bit closer, defense, would have got it.
Now fall incomplete. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Young. Looking middle, and that's complete.
You can go for it if you want. Or field goal. It's up to you. Either or you like.
On 4th down, is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
Wow. Wow, that was a plan? Awesome. You almost got it. Fake.
That was an intriguing call. You got a chip shot field goal. Tight game. Why not
I'm going to go 95 yards.
Not all the old rules apply in today's NFL, and in fact, I'd love to have an analytics coach here with us right now to say why that was.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 95 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
3rd down.
Oh, now some trickery. They'll fake the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2.
It's called a fake spike when you do that sometimes.
Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Sometimes Madden does that.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip it.
Sometimes Madden gives you that crazy thing.
Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late,
It should have been pass interference, bro.
He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Lane, 95 yards. And the Golden Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
We're turning down, boys.
Right down the middle.
We're turning down a notch.
21 is him.
Huh?
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We don't want them. The backups might be coming in pretty soon.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because
inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And they'll get him down.
Did you hear the announcers? Did you hear what the announcer said? The game's not over yet. Yeah.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
The announcers are
They
funny.
find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
You almost had that one.
Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Yes, pain. Bring on the pain, he said.
Here is third and quite a ways. Throwing, Young. And incomplete on a deep ball.
You can go for it if you wanted to. It's up to your coach.
Coverage, extra defenders in the area, and that one lines up incomplete.
Wow.
A shot hit the end of that one, and they'll begin right
I was trying to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here,
Wow.
will be intercepted.
Toka had somebody wide open when you hit the quarterback. Did you see that?
27-yard line.
See that, Coco? I had somebody open the right-hand side. He overthrew the ball. That's why you're a rookie. Rookie mistakes, rookie.
Following the interception, Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Fights him off. Down to about the 22 here. 46 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Looking free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. And his kick is absolutely...
Made it. You got 3 points, Coco.
Drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
That's amazing.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal.
Well, I kicked the ball out of bounds.
What they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for
That's
their
what his
next
offense can do
drive.
now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The ball comes out on the hit.
No fumble. Well, I guess.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to.
That was almost a fumble.
I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run for it. Krosky and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the
First quarter's over, boys.
Play. We are in for a good one as we're through one.
Did you hear that? They said we're in for a good one. Nelson just said.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
You got me to that time, Coco.
Good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his
I'm going to try this play.
broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Wow.
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Wow, good one there.
So maybe some signs of life. Well, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you're alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, Brian, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sideline.
You almost had that one, too. Good job. Good.
Everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Good play.
Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to get it back.
That's a good one there, too.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got a something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you stride. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Going for 6. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That is caught. And he's going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. On the run, it's Dowdy. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 59 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. Let's go. A running play, it's Dowdy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Young to throw on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Young. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going on with him, throwing the football, look at the defense. They came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
44-yard line.
2nd and 6. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy in play when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Tokyo first down.
Now they'll audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control with this one. Nice play there.
And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ooh.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that
He almost had it. Okay, that was almost like Bryce's there.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Here we go. To the air once more, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young is set to throw.
No. Good job. You got your first offensive touchdown. You got a defense touchdown.
6 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Panthers 17.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
That's certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
No flag, coach.
The stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pulled in at the 24.
You're supposed to let me score, Coco.
26 yards.
You're supposed to let me go to the end zone there on that play. Kickoff. Return. Almost.
To throw, it's Lance. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
No, not a sack. No.
A final shot before hold for Lance.
I called a timeout, bro. Or whatever.
Two still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't care about the timeout.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 and the 27. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one. What do you think the talking points were?
Did you say Coco?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the halftime. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball.
Did you say Coco?
To be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hopped on it, but I think they told the guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to a 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Get all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
2nd and 10. Give to Krosky Merritt. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's what...
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it.
Fake field goal for touchdown, Coco.
Turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's good for our Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Young now. They'll find McMillan here. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Young. Got him in, and that's the good. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Carolina.
Yep, good boy.
Xavier again. 44 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run once more with J.C. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage against traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Working the middle of the field, he's got man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. They must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And as they come to the
Vikings watching. We got 2 people watching my stream. What's up, Vikings? What's up, other person?
On this 3rd quarter. This is the
I got people watching my stream.
on EA Sports.
Talking to the people, what's up? 7 minutes left, 35-24. It's a good game, boys.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And touchdown. Jalen Lane, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Golden Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now here's Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Panthers.
Now Young. Wide open receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
Very good play, dude.
Cut it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. After a break down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Again, it's Husky Mary. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
And this is the worry because sometimes you're going to look too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or take a run. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Flag.
He will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
Ready.
A run inside, Krosky Mary. And out across midfield down to the 45.
We have an injury. We have a Panther down.
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll lose a yard there. It's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll try and do this himself. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Now we know Lance can run it. He shows you there. Nice play, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And taking it to the 14-yard line before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now is Lance.
Wow.
Just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Yellow, 43.
Young to throw. And he's caught. McMillan with it. And they take this out near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And that'll be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game down. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Young. And that's going to set the tone. Quarterback plans, and it's intercepted. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ready. Blue, 30.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they will take a knee here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
Here we go. 10 flat. Ready.
Victory very much in sight now as he'll take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Young, this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and who will over the other.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.